The Fire Kingdom does not sleep. It holds its breath. The capital stands silent beneath a sky that should be burning, but isn't. For the first time in generations, the eternal flames are calm. Too calm. Naruto stands alone on the highest balcony of the citadel, the fire crown hovering above his head like a restrained sun. Stable, controlled, listening. Kurama's voice rumbles quietly inside him. You changed the rules. Naruto exhales. I exposed them. Behind him, footsteps approach. Renga. He stops a few steps back, still unsure whether he's allowed to stand beside Naruto, or beneath him. The Pyre Lords are divided, Renga says. Some kneel, some plot, some are already gone. Naruto nods. Good, he replies. Let them choose. Renga hesitates. There's something else, he adds. The flame wells. They're reacting to something outside the kingdom. Naruto turns. How far? Renga swallows. The southern coast. The fire crown flickers. Just once. Naruto's expression hardens. Get me the maps. Deep beneath the fire citadel, past sealed vaults, past forbidden archives, a door opens that was never meant to be unlocked. Inside, ancient stone walls are carved with opposing symbols, fire and water. An old fire sage kneels, trembling. The prophecy was incomplete, he whispers. We were never meant to rule alone. Naruto steps inside the chamber. What does it say? He asks. The sage looks up, fear in his eyes. When fire stabilizes, water moves. Cut to the southern ocean. The sea is wrong. The waves do not crash. They rise and stop. A wall of water stands unnaturally still, stretching for miles, and at its center, a city, not floating, breathing. Blue chakra veins pulse through coral towers and stone spires. Above it, banners ripple with a symbol long erased from history. The Water Kingdom has awakened. Inside the city, a council gathers. Unlike the Pyre Lords, they do not argue. They wait. At the center stands a woman in pale blue armor, water flowing endlessly from her shoulders like a living mantle. Her eyes open. Fire has crowned its king, she says calmly. The tide outside begins to move. Prepare the response. Back in the fire capital, Naruto grips the stone railing as chakra surges through the air. He feels it. Not heat, pressure. A force pressing inward, patient and unstoppable. Kurama growls. That's not an army. Naruto nods slowly. I know. Renga rushes in. Scouts from the coast, he says urgently. The sea pulled back 50 kilometers in under an hour. Naruto's jaw tightens. Tsunami formation, he mutters. The fire crown pulses again. Not in warning, in recognition. The ancient sage speaks, voice shaking. When fire and water collide, he says, the world does not burn. Naruto looks toward the distant horizon. What happens? He asks. The sage whispers the final line. It fractures. Far across the ocean, the Water Queen raises her hand. The sea obeys. Begin Phase 1, she commands. Naruto straightens. He turns back toward the capital, eyes blazing, not with rage, but resolve. So this is it, he says quietly. The Fire Kingdom survives its past. He clenches his fist. And now it faces its future. The ocean does not roar. It advances. A wall of water, taller than mountains, moves toward the Fire Kingdom's southern coast. Not crashing, not rushing, marching. Inside the Fire Capital, alarms finally scream. Citizens run. Pyre lords shout orders. Fire towers ignite across the city skyline. Naruto stands unmoving at the edge of the citadel. The fire crown burns brighter. Kurama speaks, low and serious. That wave isn't meant to kill. Naruto narrows his eyes. It's meant to submit. The ancient sage drops to his knees. The Water Kingdom never attacks first, he whispers. They arrive and wait for surrender. Naruto turns. Not today. Naruto steps forward. The fire crown locks. Flames spiral down his body, not violent, not wild, disciplined. Evacuate the coast, Naruto commands. All civilians to the inner ring. Now. Renga hesitates. You're going alone? Naruto looks toward the ocean. No, he replies. I'm meeting a queen. The fire avatar manifests. Not a beast. A colossus of controlled flame, walking across the sea as water parts beneath its feet, evaporating instantly without explosion. Steam rises like clouds, forming a new sky. From within the water wall, the ocean opens. The Water Queen steps forward, standing on liquid that obeys her will. Her gaze meets Naruto's. Neither bows, neither speaks. The world waits. You crowned yourself, the Water Queen says calmly. Fire Kings usually burn themselves out. Naruto's voice is steady. I didn't take the crown. It chose me. The water beneath her ripples. That makes you dangerous. She lifts her hand. The ocean responds. Columns of compressed water rise, spinning with pressure sharp enough to slice stone. Naruto raises his arm. Flames condense, not exploding outward, but folding inward. The collision happens. Fire meets water. And instead of destruction, balance fractures. The shockwave bends the horizon. Clouds split. The sea recoils. The fire avatar slides backward for the first time. Naruto exhales sharply. Kurama snarls. She's holding back. Naruto nods. So am I. The Water Queen steps closer. This isn't war, she says. It's correction. Naruto answers. Then correct something else. He lowers his flames. The fire crown dims. Every Pyre Lord watching gasps. You fear what fire becomes without control, Naruto continues, but water without resistance becomes flood. The Queen's eyes sharpen. You speak like a ruler. Naruto meets her gaze. I speak like someone who survived power. The sea pauses. For the first time, the Water Queen hesitates. You stabilized fire, she says slowly. That wasn't foretold. Naruto steps forward again. Neither was me. From the depths, something stirs, ancient, hungry. The sage screams from afar. The Leviathan seal, it's breaking! The ocean trembles. The Water Queen's composure cracks. Impossible, she whispers. It requires both kingdoms. Her eyes widen. To weaken. The sea splits open. A colossal silhouette rises beneath the waves. The Leviathan, bound by ancient fire-water equilibrium. Naruto clenches his fists. So this is what they were afraid of. Kurama growls. That thing eats nations. The Water Queen turns to Naruto. If it rises, she says urgently, Fire and water both fall. Naruto doesn't hesitate. Then we seal it. Together. The fire crown flares. The ocean responds. Fire and water spiral, not colliding, but interlocking. Naruto and the Water Queen raise their hands simultaneously. Ancient chakra floods the sky. The Leviathan roars, and is dragged back beneath the ocean by chains of steam, flame, and tide. The seal slams shut. Silence follows. Naruto lands back on solid ground. The Water Queen lowers herself to the surface. They face each other once more. "You chose balance," she says quietly. Naruto nods. "So did you." She turns back toward the ocean city. "This changes everything," she says. Naruto watches the horizon. "Good," he replies. "Everything needed changing." Back in the fire capital, the sage bows fully, forehead to stone. "The Fire Kingdom endures," he whispers. Renga looks at Naruto with awe. "You didn't win." Naruto looks toward the sea. "No," he says. "I prevented the next war." The fire crown settles, no longer violent, no longer unstable, just present. Naruto turns away from the balcony. "Prepare the kingdom," he says calmly. "This was only the first wave."